Absolutely. Swastika, I request you to stay on with us. We also have Ananya Bhatnagar, our legal correspondent, with us. Ananya, I would like to understand what is it that Allu Arjun is now looking at since he's been booked under BNS Section 105, culpable homicide not amounting to murder. What is he in for?
Well, definitely, it's a serious criminal offence that he has been charged of. And, this is a culpable homicide not amounting to murder, wherein this is a special statute, where whenever you commit a crime or you commit incidents which actually can cause death, but you don't have the intention to cause somebody's death, is something when, culpable homicide not amounting to murder is actually invoked. The maximum punishment that is extended in this particular case is life. So it is a very, very seen as a very serious crime. And, the only distinction between the murder and, a culpable homicide not amounting to murder is that you didn't have the knowledge or you don't have the intention to do that crime is the only difference between a murder and a culpable homicide not amounting to murder. So definitely it's a serious crime that he's being charged of, but definitely his legal team would be pushing for, any kind of relief. They might push him for immediate bail for him in this particular case, citing that, he had no intention or no knowledge about this, and that's the reason why he should be released on bail, and it is not him who has directly caused this death in this particular case, is what the legal team
So Ananya, it can be given to him, that immediate bail can be granted to Allu Arjun? Is that a possibility?
It's a pretty difficult task because culpable homicide not amounting to murder is seen as a very serious and heinous crime. But at this point of time, how well does the legal team put forth its case? Whether they have, ample amount of evidence, ample amount of statements to show that, this is not something that he has done very, very intentionally. And there is no kind of him being attached to this particular crime is something that the team needs to show, and that is exactly how they can get him out of it. But it is a difficult, a humongous task, in fact, to be honest, for the legal team to secure a bail in this particular case, because remember that the maximum punishment in this case is life imprisonment. So definitely the team would be trying that minimal damage is caused to Allu Arjun legally in this particular case.
Absolutely. Ananya, requesting you to stay on with us. We also have our colleague Sakshi joining us. Sakshi, when that unfortunate incident really took place during the premiere night of Pushpa 2, and after Allu Arjun and his team learnt of the death of a woman and how her son were critically injured in that stampede, was there any reaction, any statement that came out of Allu Arjun's side? Did he respond to that unfortunate incident?
Yes, definitely, Griha, since we are talking about what exactly transpired on the day of December 4th, when the first show actually premiered there at Sandhya Theatre. We all know the kind of fandom and the popularity superstar Allu Arjun actually, enjoys. He, in fact, and his team, and in fact, the Maitri movie makers also issued a statement apologizing to the family who had to go through that. He, in fact, Allu Arjun also said that he is ready to give rupees 25 lakh to the victim's family, but apart from that, what we also know is that he also sought some sort of a relief from Telangana court. As of now, we don't know anything about that, but the latest detail and development that we have got is of him being arrested. But as far as your question is concerned, since you have asked if Allu Arjun's team and if the Maitri movie makers have issued any kind of a statement, that is what they have said, that they have apologized to the team, and Allu Arjun from his side actually offered 25 lakh rupees to the family of the victim as well.
In fact, I would take this across to my colleague Ananya as well, as we are learning of most sections that Allu Arjun is looking at against him, that have been slapped against him. This is section 1181 of the Bharatiya Nyaya Sanhita. This deals with punishment for voluntarily causing hurt or grievous hurt. Also section 3.5 of the Bharatiya Nyaya Sanhita, which establishes joint criminal liability, which means that if multiple people work together to commit a crime, each person is equally responsible for that particular crime. Ananya, if you're still there with us, what does it mean now for Allu Arjun, since we are learning of these sections also that are complementing the section that has already been slapped against him as far as BNS is concerned, culpable homicide not amounting to murder, and this time it is well established on how the theatre owners and Allu Arjun's team were in cahoots with not taking permission, ample police permission, and then going ahead with the launch of the film, the premiere night, in a cramped theatre like the Sandhya Theatre.
Well, definitely, the most stringent section in this case is definitely Section 105 of the BNS because it is a non-bailable offence. And that is something that could be troublesome for Allu Arjun. He might have to spend some time in the police custody is something that comes to fore when we go by the bare reading of Section 105 of the BNS. It is a non-bailable offence, and this means that the accused must apply for bail in court, and that is exactly why, Allu Arjun will have to use all his legal team's might in order to secure some kind of a relief for himself. So very clearly, Allu Arjun in a lot of trouble with, 105 of BNS being slapped on him for the negligence that has been caused by his team for not taking that particular permission, the requisite permission or the intimation to the police, because remember that he is a mega star and, consequences might follow for him in the court of law. But how much of does these sections would actually hold up in the court, whether the court would question the police as to why these sections have been imposed, because negligence could have been another section that could have been invoked against Allu Arjun, but at this particular point of time, culpable homicide not amounting to murder, a very serious section along with a joint criminal intent is something that might be troublesome for Allu Arjun. We'll have to see as to how things pan out in court, and what the court says is something that would be sacrosanct, and that would be the final word that would be coming in from the judge's mouth.